You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstein.
The Big Show.
Yeah, it's Caps on Tap. It's Caps on Tap, but goddamn it, that's close enough. Shit.
The Big Show.
What do you want from me? I'm sick. Karma came and got me. Karma and his mama are a bitch. Born on a bitch farm or something. This is my friend. Stayed in a haunted hotel. I guarantee you she didn't see anything scarier than the NHL announcers tonight at the game with the Caps v Bruins. You want to be scared, girl? Go on and watch the fights if you're a Boston fan. Yeah, go watch the fights. Because tonight, when the Capitals took on the Bruins, what a massacre I saw. Oh, forget about the fact that the Bruins won in overtime 3-2. Our goaltender was spot on, heavy duty, came with greatness, came with bigness, came with attitude, said, that's not getting here. Couple times, power play, legitimate or not, it's up in the air. Chara, the big goony goo-goo. Remember the big guys when you watched Popeye back in the day? Yeah, you remember. You were a kid, you watched Popeye. And then once in a while on the Popeye show, you'd have the old sea hag, is that what she was called? And you'd have usually Bluto working with her and shit. But then you'd have these big guys guarding the sea hag. Remember those? Yeah, you do. You remember those. Zdeno Chara was playing the lead role in the goons that took care of the sea hag. That's what the big bastard looks like. He's got no skill. He's 6'8". That's all he's got. That's all he's got. I was hoping to God someone would whoop his ass tonight. And why was I in the mood for that? Because I watched 5 fights, 4 of which the Capitals whooped the ass of the Boston Bruins, one of which was a draw. And I'm not being biased. I'm telling you what I saw as a fight analyst. First 4 fights, Bruins got their asses whooped. You know, it pissed me off to see the announcer saying, that Milan Lucic probably still tired from all the punches he threw in that fight. That's how they laugh. I think he was more tired from the 30 or 40 square punches he took to the face rather than the punches he threw, half of which missed. I looked at the faces of each guy after the fight. Capitals guys, smiling, feeling good, got a good fight in. Boston guys, talking about, I feel like I've just been to the dentist. Because half my face works, and I'm trying to smile with the other half so the crowd doesn't realize that I just got my ass beat. The guy opened up a can of whoop ass on me, but then he pulled out a pack of whoop ass he was hiding in his pocket. Then his friends tossed him 3 more canisters of whoop ass. He only opened 2, but by then that's all was necessary. I had so much whoop ass opened on me that it was hard to get up out from under the whoop ass once it was all dumped on me. Yeah. Physically, tonight, the Washington Capitals beat the living dog shit out of the Boston Bruins. Let there be no mistake in your mind. If you're wondering and you're going, I didn't quite see it that way. The cameras do not lie, my friends, and I feel thankful to have been born into a technological area where I can refer you directly to the YouTube to watch the fights yourself. Get your ass over there on YouTube. Search Capitals versus Bruins. Filter your search to be the last 24 hours. First 10 results that pop up, 5 of them are going to be fights. Watch that shit, and you tell me who won. I'll wait. I'm drinking some coffee. I'll wait. It's my show. I'll drink when I want to. Yes, sir. I'm still drinking. Yep, go watch the videos. I'm waiting. I'm here. You can call in. You can call in at 910-NO-LYING. You can get into the chat by going over to Spreaker.com/user/truth on tap. When you get into that show, you'll see that I have a Truth on Tap show, and then my daughter's show is the Caps on Tap show, specifically aimed at Capitals fans from a Capitals fan. Whereas my Truth on Tap show is aimed at everybody and swings at everybody. Because I'm a right scrappy fellow when it comes to political issues. Goal being, keep that shit real. Don't bring me that fake sugar-coated shit. Don't bring me that NBC announcers or NHL network announcer bullshit. I'm not even getting worked up. I'm not even getting worked up. I'm too sick for this. I've been dealing with a sickness for about 4 days. I'm an Air Force veteran. I had to go to the VA hospital last week, and they twisted me around like some kind of goddamn Rubik's Cube. So I'm paying for that. I'm sick. I'm hurt. And I'm not asking for your sympathy. I'm just telling you that this is not the normal me. The normal me would be not even sitting down right now. I'd be up screaming, oh, I'd have a cane. I'd have a cane. I'd be wearing my Australian Outback hat, which I haven't even purchased yet. But you're dealing with a 50% Kev right now. And I'm still swinging, man. Work with me. Help me amplify my show. I'm still swinging. I'm still swinging because a good Caps fan will still be swinging. Cut off his arms, cut off his legs. He's coming after you like a snake. He's coming. He's got the swirl going. See him coming through the grass? You don't need arms and legs. He's coming for the ankles. He's got the teeth ready. Coming for the ankles. That's what a good Caps fan does. I'm still swinging. I'm sick. I'm hurt. I'm swinging. We're going to talk about this game tonight, by God. Ain't nobody going to stop me. Nobody. Uday Hussein could come in here and throw a grenade. I'd be like, bitch, you just gave me a headache, and we'll be talking about that after this broadcast once I come out there and whoop the living shit out of you. But right now, my Caps fans want to hear what I got to say. So you need to shut the hell up out there, go smoke you a joint, sit in the limo, and I'll come whoop your ass later. That's right. I make all this shit up off the top of my head, people. I do not use notes or scripts. I will take notes during a Capitals game, just to remember names and specific incidents. That's it. On my Truth on Tap show, I never take notes. Occasionally I'll pull up websites and I'll just read from the website to you on certain issues. I mean, I got a couple notes here I can't even read. I wanted to talk about a few issues directly. I don't even know if I'll go over them. Because tonight's going to be about what? It's going to be about the fact that we physically and unequivocally whipped the ass of the Boston Bruins up one side of the ice, down the other, and then across it, just for good measure. Yeah, whooped their asses, physically. Our goaltender did his job. Where you're going, well, how did the Bruins win then? A couple of mistakes by our deep, leaving them hanging, leaving them to dry. You know, it'll happen. That's how hockey games happen. The fact is that one team left that ice tonight feeling like a winner, and one team left feeling like a loser. And it's not the team the scoreboard would make you think it was. Washington left feeling like a winner. Boston left feeling like a loser. Boston got manhandled tonight in intense form. Manhandled. Made to look like silly little clowns that were playing outside their league. Did they get one more on the scoreboard? Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not one to blame officials, but do you realize that when the Capitals were in the offensive zone before that final rush that Boston made before they scored, there were 3, not 1, not even 2, 3 uncalled penalties on Boston as we played that 4-on-4 overtime. 3. One of them that would have led directly to a goal had the penalty not been, the penalty not been committed, would have directly led to a goal. Official looking right at it. Boston guy throws his arms up in the air because he knows he's guilty and he's trying to get out of it. Official doesn't call nothing. Down to the other end goes the puck. Bang this way, bang that way. Ricochet off to the right. Nobody's there on our defense. Wide open shot for one of the Bruins. That's how you lose a close game. You let the officials lose it for you. And people say, you're whining about the officials. I whine about it when they cost us a game. Yeah, I will. I sure will. because I believe in fairness. I believe don't call penalties on one team that you're not calling on another. And don't miss penalties that one team commits, including my own, while calling those on the other. You got to keep it level. And for God's sakes, let the players know ahead of time. Guys, we're going to go easy on hooking tonight. Watch the tripping. We will not deal with anything to the head. If I catch you cross-checking, you're going in the box, fighting. Don't mess with the helmets. We're going to give you the 5-minute majors. We're not going to do the 2-minute minors for unsportsmanlike. Don't be doing any bullshit. Hooking, we'll let you play with a little bit. Tell them up front what you expect of them, for Christ's sake. Can you do that much? You go through the first period, nobody's getting called for hooking. Second period, people are getting a little liberal. They're sticking their sticks up under there. Hooking, number 14, box, 2 minutes. Well, what the hell? You wonder why the guy's mad? You weren't calling it in the first period. For Christ's sakes, can you be stable, officials? Give us a game plan before the game starts. And God forbid you call the same plays every game. You guys are like judges. Catch you on the right day, you get what you want. Catch you on the wrong day, you got a life sentence. That's bullshit. That should be so frickin' standardized. People, let me tell you, we need to push for a penalty call challenge in the NHL. Let the coach throw a flag on the ice, or something similar. If you think that's too dangerous, you don't know much about hockey. Let the coach throw a flag on the ice and say, I challenge that penalty call. I want it to go to Toronto. And for those of you that are new fans, Toronto's where all the hard calls go. It gets teleconferenced up there where all these super duper bean counters in the sky that know everything about rules make the final decision, override the officials on the ice. Make it go to Toronto and make them tell you whether it was a legitimate penalty. If it was a legitimate penalty, then the coach that challenged it loses a timeout. A timeout can save a game with 20 seconds left. Or if somebody's on a PK and they're exhausted and you can't change players. Another thing, if they were right and it wasn't a legitimate penalty, not only should they not get the penalty, there should be a score kept on the professional record of the official that called the penalty. This lets you know if he's prone to calling bad penalties. If he is, you start working from an independent organization to get that son of a bitch off the ice. What do you end up with? You end up with officials that know what the fuck they're doing. I don't want an official in my game. Call everything right. If we screw up, for Christ's sakes, call us for it. If they screw up, for Christ's sakes, call them for it. And don't call anything more or less. Is that too much to ask officials? Is it? Apparently it is. Apparently it is, people. I'm sitting here and I'm angry. I'm resourceful. I can think of ways to try to get things changing. And I'm just too angry to think about the logistics of that right now. I just want to punch an official in the fucking face. I hate it when an official takes a game away from a good hockey team. I really do. I mean, we dominated them in every way you can dominate a hockey team tonight. Our shots were good. Our moves were good. Goalie was just superb. I mean, Holpe was just in the zone. Beautiful. No, you're not going to stop a 112-mile-an-hour slap shot from 30 feet out.
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
Here's what you're listening to. And after that, you're listening to this by Bad Eggs. It's called Don't Leave Me Alone.
I've seen beauty in many places. I've seen discouragement on many faces. Oh baby, don't you ever look down. What I know
You know, I'm sitting there listening to the end of that song, Don't Leave Me Alone by Bad Ace. And in my heart, I'm thinking, I'm still too angry to broadcast right now. Now, that leaves me a couple of options. The most obvious one would be to throw on another Bad Ace song instead. I think I'll throw on something by Mr. Logan Moxley called Dark, and follow that up with another Bad Ace song, because I really do need some time here, folks, and I want you to stay tuned. We're going to talk hockey. I want you to stay tuned because I need to, at least symbolically, at least figuratively, scream to the top of my lungs over what happened tonight on the ice. And for that reason, I need a little bit of time. Started my broadcast prematurely. I was fired up, see? And now I'm going to have a heart attack if I keep this up. So we'll play just about 5 more minutes worth of music. We're going to start off with a title by Logan Moxley called Dark, and then we're going to transition over into another Bad Ace song called In Your Life. What do you got to lose? Let's do it.
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
is this to fall? Although I've loved pen, none was loved anymore. You say you wanna touch your mama, I got plenty to pay, but I just feel so elevated to find out what to say. But I want you, always in my heart, but I need to protect you later on. Oh, I know that soon the time will come that I will be the only one. Oh, I know that soon the time will come that I will be the only one. That I will be the only one in your life.
Yeah. In your life. How about that? Bad Ace. Before that, you were hearing Logan Moxley, a young kid with a lot of ability that he's proving that he has in the musical composition arena. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Up and coming. We're still talking about hockey. I got to get into some facts here now because my anger has subsided slightly. My sickness still doing its thing. Vocal cords look a lot like vines hanging from dead trees. My spine, probably the consistency of mashed potatoes. My knee, looking like one of those vines that might be mistaken for a vocal cord. Nothing working well for Kevin right now, but I'm a Washington Capitals fan. And if I've got a pulse, I'm going to do a post-game show. That's how that's going to go. I keep looking through my notes here. Sometimes I look through and see what names pop up the most. Holtby. How about the guy? You know, I don't think he's losing a step. I think he's gaining steps. He had the allure of being a calm goaltender. One who could not be flustered just because the area in front of the net was flustered. One who could not be thrown off of his game just because a couple had slipped in. He could reset after every goal. Not all goaltenders can do that, folks. Holtby has proven that he can. You can lose that. That's not a gift that you have and then retain for life. You can lose that. That takes constant mental focus. If you want to know about a goalie who's got mental focus, take a look at some of the goalies' pre-game practices. Go ahead and look at your favorites, pull them up, and then pull up one of Holtby. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to make you do your homework, and you tell me what you see. Holtby stopping everything that came at him. Couple of them impossible. I mean, it would be like trying to stop a laser with a baseball glove. It's going through. I'm looking at these fights tonight. Now, the first fight that broke out, I said, well, who the hell is this kid? And bam, all of a sudden, I'm watching one of the Bruins looking a lot like Spinks versus Tyson. He tried to fight. I mean, I think we can give him credit for that. He tried to fight. Looking at Volpatti, you look at Volpatti. Now, Volpatti came into town looking for the man who killed his daddy. Yippee-yi-yay, Volpatti. Well, he didn't find the man that killed his daddy, but he found somebody else. He found himself a Boston Bruin and said, I'm about to go off on you. And he did just such a thing. And 3 punches were thrown and 3 more. And then 3 on the other side. And they kind of skimmed off the shoulder, 3 more. About then, a hockey fight's over, isn't it? The officials realize the guys they're tired. They've skated a whole shift. For those of you who don't know, skating a whole shift is like running sprints for a mile. Okay, you do that and then try to fight. Go ahead. Take your best fighters. Take your Floyd Mayweathers. Put him out there against the younger Oscar De La Hoya. I want you to make him sprint for a mile and then put him in the ring and see how well they fight. they're going to look like spaghetti flopping around, okay? These NHL guys dig in and start launching lefts and rights, and they launch them hard. So no, you're not getting a 12-round fight, but what you're getting is something beautiful from someone who shouldn't have anything left. They can barely hold their sticks up at the end of a shift. Well, Volpatti not only had something left, but as I said, he apparently was carrying with him a backpack full of whoop-ass. Pulled it out. Who did he fight? Muller? Waller? I can't even read my own writing here. Mather? One of these guys. I don't feel like looking it up right now. You can do that math for me. Whooped his ass up one side and down the other. The 3 punches, then the 6 were thrown, then 12 total. You thought it was over. 30 more punches came, people. 30 more punches after that. Boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom, bang. Bang, 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 boom, 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 bang. This is not something you see in hockey fights, okay? And in the end, Volpatti had forced his counterpart to stop throwing punches and go strictly into a defensive mode. He had lost and was fearing getting hurt bad. That was just the beginning. There were 5 fights in this hockey game. And in all 5, the Capitals did not lose one. One was a draw. 4 were definitive Capitals victories. If you don't believe me, watch the game over again. Looking in there at some of the other fighters, Jamie McLennan is an announcer, and you'll see him on the NHL Network, young guy. Let me explain the level of douchery that this douchebag reaches when he announces. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to take Ovechkin and marginalize him. He refuses to give Ovechkin credit regardless of how many times the league says Ovechkin's the MVP. He hates him, whatever his reason. And that's not objective. And as a reporter for a supposedly neutral network, you suck. And you should be fired because you can't be objective. Mike Milbury for NBC, how the hell you even got a job with anybody after your ridiculous performance while you were in the NHL? This is the NHL before they required real talent to get in. Anybody could get in. Mike Milbury was allowed in. This big-nosed, goofy-looking motherfucker climbed up into the stands and beat a fan with that fan's own shoe. I then follow with the question, define class. Yeah, they're not matching. You can't put Mike Milbury up there and define class without knocking Mike Milbury off of the table, because he can't fit in that definition of class. He has never had class. He never will have class. He's just a punk-ass bitch with a lot of anger. He can't stand that players, almost every player in the league when he played was better than him, and that the players in this league now are far superior to him. He can't stand it. He can't stand it. Hates OV. A lot of hate on OV. When you're the best player in the world, I guess you gotta kind of expect it. I don't know. OV tends to celebrate his victories. He's a happy guy when he scores. He's not a Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't think he was God's gift to the world. He understands the meaning of team. Let Mike Milbury hate on him. OV don't give a damn about that fat bastard. Take your big-nosed, hound dog-looking ass and go sweep some floors somewhere. That's where you would look in place, Mike Milbury. Your hockey analysis skills are shit. You don't do your homework. All you do is hate on somebody, try to create a controversy, hope that'll sell some goddamn commercials. What a clown. Man, what a clown. He and Don Cherry, they should go on a fucking vacation together. Seriously. They could join the damn Cirque du Soleil. They really could. Oh my God. Just clowns. So this guy, for whatever reason, this Jamie McLennan, is a douchebag. He insists on not giving the Capitals any kind of credit for what they do. It doesn't matter that the Capitals have led their division for the past 6 years. It doesn't matter that they've reached the Stanley Cup playoffs for 5 of the last 6 years. It doesn't matter that they have been home to the league's MVP 3 of the last 6 years. None of these things are important to someone like McLennan. He just has to find fault with them. I challenge you, go find Jamie McLennan, the current NHL Network douchebag who defines douchebags. I mean, he came up under the tutelage of some of the worst douchebags in the league or outside the league, whether we're talking about a Don Cherry or someone like him or a Mike Milbury on the inside. He is the next generation of douchebag. That is somebody who cannot call hockey and who cannot ascribe credit where it's due, take it away where it's not due. He picks his favorite players, promotes them, and demotes the rest. That's what he does. Absolute dickhead. Just a douchebag. And I said it. Bring me on the show, I'll prove it. Jesus Christ. Jamie McLennan. What a douchebag. And the guy he's usually there broadcasting with, the name slips my mind right now, but he's an ass kisser. Whatever you say, he's going to say, yeah, what he said. What a douche. Grow some spine, man. God. Drives me nuts. Iginla. Look at Iginla. What do you think he's doing right now? He's getting up there in age. He leaves Calgary, jumps over to Pittsburgh. Why do you think he left Pittsburgh? Don't listen to what you read in the press. That's not what's going on. I'm coming from my psychology angle here. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. You think Iginla was willing to be a small fish in a medium-sized pond? No. He's not sharing the spotlight with Crosby and Malkin. He's not. He's not going to share that. He needed to go to a team where he could shine and shine bright. He didn't have to worry about some of the players on Boston taking some of his light away. That wasn't his concern when he came over. He knew he was better than all of them. He knew that Chara was nothing but a big old lump, a log that they move around the ice to try to create obstacles. That's all he is. Does he have the biggest slap shot in the league? Yeah, he does. Make any other human 6'8" and use their leverage, they're going to have the fastest slap shot in the league. He brings no skill. He brings size. You can dance and deke around him all day long. Anybody that's got puck control skills, you give me a Pavel Datsyuk, you give me an Alexander Semin, you even give me a Nick Backstrom, who's on his game, and they will make this guy look like a clown. I mean an absolute clown. He looks like an elephant with a mouse running around. That's what you get when a Chara is faced with somebody who's got moves. Now what'll he do? He'll shove. And he's so slow, you've got 3 seconds to move out of the way of his shove. Just a big old lump. He's like Frankenstein without coffee, you know? And then once in a while, puck, I shoot it. Here's the wind-up. Bam! Yeah, when you're 6'8", anybody could do that. My grandma could do that. You give her an extra 1.5 feet of height. It's called leverage. You ever heard of a fulcrum, Chara? You know what a fulcrum is? Well, go fucking look it up. I'm not here to educate your big goofy ass. Not pleased with the fact that the officials let 3 penalties go on the preceding play sequence that happened before the rush that the Boston team scored on. Not happy about that. We had that game won, but it's preseason, and I left the game and turned it off knowing that we, the Washington Capitals, had both personally and as a team beaten the ass of the Boston Bruins in every way you can beat them except on the scoreboard. And the scoreboard didn't matter when the officials, A, are giving the scores away, and B, it's preseason. What happened tonight is very important. Keep that in mind. The Capitals are going home and going to go to sleep. And they're thinking, wow, we just showed them who's going to be the boss this year. The poor Bruins went home thinking, ow, and shit, that hurts too, ow. They went home thinking that and realizing, I'd rather not play the Capitals any more than we have to this year. That's what they went home thinking. And it's going to get worse. Why? Because our younger guys are getting stronger. Yeah, their guys aren't young. Their guys are superstars trying to stay superstars. That's what they are. Good luck. Good luck there, Boston. Because we've got a hungry force that's actually growing in hunger. And we've got a hungry force who's actually growing in strength, so that when those fights come for them to feed, they win. They're already winning. You got a problem with the Washington Capitals this year, Boston. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. You're going to see it. Mark my words. The next time we play Boston, and the time after that, and the time after that, there will be an ass whooping handed out that is of epic proportions unlike any you've ever seen in the history of hockey. I can promise you that because I've seen the light. I watched it unfold tonight. Play by play, pass by pass, check by check, swing by swing. I saw it unfold. This is where we're going, Capitals. We're looking good against a team like Boston. We got to keep looking good against other teams that play better against our offense. We got to watch them. When they come up against us, well, we've got to adjust. I'm sick. Do I want to talk about Capitals some more? Yes. We've been on the air for about 40 minutes. I got to take a break. My vocal cords are sounding like a harmonica right now. Inside. Outside, they're just sounding like, I don't know, John Kennedy Jr. trying to speak. Let's go ahead and put on, excuse me, we'll throw on there, we're going to throw on Bad Ace Reality Check on the one deck, and then Bad Ace Falling Faces on the other deck. Are gonna play them for you, but first...
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
Just 16, then you became my high school dream. feeling this way. Ran across your picture, baby, just the other day. Imagine conversation, you knew just what to say. Hold you in my arms and never let you go. And I realized I love you evermore. I didn't realize I felt so strong for you. I didn't know that I could feel this way, even on such a cloudy day. I didn't know a feeling of this kind feels so good inside. Feeling this way. Now sleep these nights out next to falling faces off the wall, and I creep these hallways under tears I've cried for you. I'm falling, torn between the dark and light, and I'm calling for your kiss to calm the fight. Now I know it's a little too late for fantasies, but I've always dreamed you'd be the one for me. Now I see it's another lonely night for dreaming, yeah. I'll not be free, 'cause I never was a true believer. I want you to know I was better off dreaming anyway. I'm no longer waiting outside for you today. My, it's another lonely night for dreaming, yeah. So don't tell me you can find another friend to fill your down, child. No, just leave me. I was never anyone to care about. Now I'm crawling on another bedroom floor for sand. I'm stealing and feeling these blackened eyes will never see again. I want you to know I was
Well, you heard it. I was giving you time to applause. I don't want to interrupt anybody's applause. We've been talking about the Washington Capitals versus the Boston Bruins tonight, and I love the demonstration that we came out and gave. The boxing clinic went well. The score didn't go our way. We lost 3-2 in overtime. Every game we've played this year has gone to overtime or a shootout. How about that? There's a lot to be said for that. If you're curious about why that's going on, listen to my theories about it in the last episode of Caps on Tap. Just a reminder,
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
Truth on Tap being my main show, Caps on Tap, a daughter show of the main show. And you can catch it pretty much after every Caps game. Not guaranteed. If I get some more feedback on the Facebook page, I might do it after every show. Facebook page is facebook.com/truthontapshow. Truth on Tap Show. Or you can go on Facebook and just search for Truth on Tap. You'll find me. Get on there, like the page, post what you want to hear, post what you disagree with me about. If you do decide to call in, 910-NO-LYING, I'll get you on. We'll talk hockey. I won't make you look terrible. And I invite you to make me look terrible, because it's all in the name of making our Capitals better. That's going to have to be it. My body is throwing in the towel. I'm running not even on fumes now, just like various moving air molecules is what I'm running on right now. So I want to thank you for listening to this episode of Caps on Tap, and leave you with the thought: Capitals this year are looking like a solid, well-rounded team that maybe, just maybe, has a good shot at bringing home a Stanley Cup. All they got to do is keep their hearts in it. That's all they got to do this time, and they're going to win it. You've been listening to Caps on Tap with your host, Kevin Kierstead. Peace.